Today's just a nice day and I was like, why don't I just come outside? When I come outside and draw, because usually I will be drawing in that basement, but I'm tired of being in underground railroads. I just truly thrive when the weather's warm. So we're out here with the crew. We got my dog Artist. Artist, come say hi. Come here. Guys, this is Artist. He's here to hang out with us while we draw. And his brother Dream, oh, he's on punishment right now. He's not allowed to be out here. He be coming out here and my fence be having little gaps and he be leaving in the community. Yeah, I know. He's not like y'all ghetto stray cats, okay? He is classy. He's not ghetto. We're not in the hood. I'm sorry. Please back up. So we are going to be painting. I'm gonna be using some watercolor. Now these are ancient. I'm gonna use my ancient watercolors. I haven't opened these up in decades. So we're gonna give these a try. Do they get old? Like, I know they said paint, like wash paint, be getting mold in it if you don't use it for a very long time. But do these get old? We're gonna see. I think I wanna paint some bugs. Like I wanna paint like a roach. I wanna take it to the ghetto since we were just talking about the cats and y'all be in the ghetto. So let me really embody that ghetto shit. I lied, but we're definitely gonna paint a bug. And we're gonna be using watercolor, some Prismas. I have my pack here, it's like 72 pack, more than I need. And we're gonna do it on watercolor paper. This book I literally have is empty. I think I have 1 or 2 things in here. Oh yeah, there's just some cars. Like, I don't even know if you guys can see this, if it focus. And this I did, I really like this. This is with ink. But yeah, so this is literally the 3rd page we're about to do. Let's turn this around, let's get started. Okay, so y'all, this is my setup here. I have my paper, some water. I got 2 things of water because I remember when I used to paint a lot with watercolor, if I'm using my mixing water to like mix in the paint as well, it's just gonna make my colors muddy. So that's why this one here is gonna be for the paint, and then this one is for the paintbrushes, cleaning them off. Now, my paintbrushes, I'm not even gonna talk about those. The last time I painted, I think I just got frustrated and decided not to clean some of them, so rest in peace to a lot of my paintbrushes. I'm gonna do my sketch. Okay. I'm always sitting up and like have my board that I'm drawing on, but right now I'm drawing flat. I never do this because like I just hate to break my neck. It just like breaking your neck to look down like no. I don't know how y'all do it. That's why a lot of us be having bad posture. Now I don't really know much about scorpions. I don't know the anatomy of it for real. The smart thing to do would be to study them and actually learn about them, but hey, I just don't feel like doing all that. Sometimes I just want to vibe and just draw something because I think it looks cool. I'm gonna try and get this sketch in as quick as possible. That's also the thing about using watercolor is you kind of got to make quick decisions. It's not like other mediums where you can really layer and fix things. I would say watercolor is like the least forgiving medium. And if you know anything about digital art, you'll know that that is the most forgiving medium. So going from digital art to watercolor, it's a big jump because when you're doing digital art, you can undo, you can change things around. You could be on your very last step of your drawing and still change things that you did in the beginning. Whereas watercolor, everything you do from the beginning is most likely going to show in the end. So just be careful. Be careful with what you decide to do and don't jump in too bold and too dark in the beginning unless you know you're making the right choice. But on the other hand, go ahead and have fun. Like, life doesn't always have to be so serious if you're just experimenting like I am. Okay, y'all, this is a sketch. This is her. I think I'm gonna leave it at this. And now it's just about figuring out the colors I'm gonna use and how I'm gonna paint it. So I kind of have an idea of where all the highlights are gonna be, like in the center. We gotta make it look glossy. I also want to go with like a yellow background. I don't know why. I just feel like yellow is the color to use. Let's go ahead and start with our paint. Ignore her, okay?
Brother, what's that?
I didn't have another palette, you know, and am I gonna run to the store right now? No, I'm not. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this, even though this is horrible to use for watercolor especially. But watch this, y'all. Ugh, it won't even open properly. You can see all the dried up paint. Ugh. She's old. Ooh, brown. See. Okay, you know what? It's not like horrible. I want to believe it's not horrible. In here and get in. And I'm starting off with this yellow mixed with a bit of brown. It's kind of muddy, but I do want it to show in the end. My goal is that after I layer everything, you'll see a hint of the yellow, like just slightly, but just enough that will show up to make this more interesting so the painting isn't just fully blue. And on my palette, I'm just adding in a lot of water with my paints just so I can spread it more and just keep that transparent look that I want. I don't want to go in too opaque. Obviously, already when you're using watercolor, it's pretty transparent, but just the look I'm going for, I want it to be very soft. And I'm just trying to keep in mind that I am using old paint. I'm using not the cleanest or best quality brushes. So I'm just trying to play it safe right now. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't want to go too crazy and screw this up early on. And I guess you could say that's a lack of confidence with this medium, but hey, I'm here, I'm doing it, doing the thing. Y'all, it literally looks like it's gonna rain. Like, please don't. Oh, I forgot to add some yellow right here. I'm probably gonna just, oh no, what is that? See, that's why you don't paint with dirty shit. It's little things like that, man. I'm already trying to step out of my comfort zone and just having dirty equipment. No. Guys, clean your stuff. Okay, now I want something more turquoise. So let's get some more white to mix this with. Y'all, let me check the weather. It literally looks like it's gonna rain. Oh, 70% chance of rain. But it says not till 9, so I should be good for a little bit, right? I hope. I think that's the color that I want. Maybe some more green in it too. So that one there too. I like to do like a little pool of different colors to a watercolor because then it's like I can just grab the different parts I want to use. I'm gonna go with like a thinner brush now, right here. I actually don't think this is the color I want. It's close though. I think it's actually more this color, this blue that I want. That one has a little too much green in it. I want this to be like very muted. And sorry about the squeaking. If you hear squeaking noises, actually, I'm not sorry. If you hear squeaking noises, it's not the video. It's early stages of schizophrenia. We're leaving these empty spaces for the highlights. Kind of want it to like peek out just a little bit. And I'm not being too particular with the reference because I would be here much longer. This is just supposed to be more of a study, so I'm going to just go with the flow here and see what I can come up with. I'm trying to do this thing where I just talk more throughout my videos rather than like I know I could put on the music and you can just watch, but I find for me at least it's more entertaining when I'm watching a time lapse or watching someone create and speak about it. Sort of like a podcast, but I'm watching you do something at the same time rather than just sitting there and looking at me. But I'm still curious to know what you guys enjoy. Do you prefer to just watch and listen to some, little chill instrumental in the background? Or do you prefer to hear someone talk, someone explain their process, someone to talk about different topics? I find myself getting inspired by other creatives, like just creating something, and it might inspire me to pull out my sketchbook and draw with them. So I might have their video playing in the background and they're talking and explaining it or just talking about different topics. And I kind of just treat it like a podcast. But I mean, then again, that kind of creates a parasocial relationship. Like, it's kind of fucking crazy. Like, when you think about it, what's the difference between that and kids not even playing with toys anymore? Kids just watching other kids play with toys. Like, go play with real people. Whoa, wait, I don't mean like actually play with people. I just mean like actually play with people. You know what I mean? Okay, now as you can see, we're inside. Now that I'm in here, I'm actually seeing the colors for what they are. I feel like when the sun was starting to go out, I was seeing different colors because the lighting just changed, you know? I'm gonna start with this dark blue, this indigo, just to fix up some of the shadows. I wanna kind of show the different textures in the scorpion here. I will say I don't really like the feeling of the textured watercolor paper when I'm using these pencil crayons. I feel like I'm just like digging away at the paper, but also could because this is pretty cheap quality paper, so probably should have used my better quality paper. I don't know how not to dig my pencil into the page. Like my hand is already cramping up, guys. And I just started. And I feel like with this paper, I just have to apply hard because like, when I don't apply hard enough, it's just not really showing. But there's a true art form to committing to what you want to get done and seeing the process from start to finish, even with all the headaches involved. And commitment is something that I would say I kind of struggle with sometimes. Obviously, when it comes to things I enjoy and I love, it's so easy to commit to those things because essentially they're not hard to do because like I said, I love them. But just in any areas of my life, I'm finding that whenever I feel uncomfortable, I'm avoiding commitment. I'm avoiding doing it. I might start the uncomfort, but once it gets too uncomfortable, I leave it and I don't want to do it anymore. So this year, especially, one of the main goals I've tried to focus on is dealing with uncomfort and still fighting it no matter what. So with my art, things that I hate to do, I'll still push through it. And even like the gym, I try my best to go to the gym as often as I can. And some days it'll be like, I don't want to go, but most of the time when it's the days you don't want to go, those end up being the best workouts. So just treating these things like workouts, training my brain, learning new things. And in the end, I always end up proud of what I've done. So just got to keep going with that mindset. And wait, let me not even just make this sound like, oh, I just don't commit to stuff and I had to struggle and it's so hard for me to do things that aren't. No, it's to a certain level. Like I know people who are going through much worse, with going through depression or illnesses that are literally stopping them and becoming an obstacle for them. Like we all have our things we're working on. We all have those things that are harder for us to do that might be easier for others to do. For me, it's just I'm trying to be productive daily. I kind of have this like in and out where it's like today I'll be super productive. Tomorrow I feels like it's not enough. And I'm just trying to be what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I can't even figure out the exact word I'm trying to use, but I'm just really trying to find value in every day. I'm trying to make every day productive. I'm trying to make every day work towards my goals. And the days that I feel like I'm not doing enough, feels like I'm wasting my life. Like, if you could be in my head, you would see that everything is about produce, production, create. Like, it doesn't stop. At what point does it stop? At what point will I feel satisfied? I feel like as a creative, like we're always trying to reach for something, grab something new. And I see the positive and the negative to that. Like on one side, it's like it keeps life exciting, it keeps you driven for a certain goal. On the other end, it feels like a rat race. Like it feels like I'm never gonna be satisfied. Or is that just what it's like to be 23? Like I'd be in my head wondering, am I spiraling? Like, what was I thinking? Like, I wanted to grow up so bad, but damn, nobody told me this shit was so ghetto. And speaking of ghetto, my camera died. So we lost some footage. You guys are just missing out on the highlights I added in with the gel pen here. But y'all will be aight. Y'all will be okay. Let's just move on and add these final details. One thing I've noticed about myself, I tend to overwork my stuff a lot. Like it gets to a point where you're done. Like I could honestly leave it right here, but of course I just needed to add some extra stuff that just work or I think works. Because really, now looking back on it, some of these things I'm doing, like with the light blue pencil crayon and the yellow pencil crayon I'm using, like you're not gonna see. Like I barely even see it. It's just me kind of not feeling done and feeling like I need to add something. I just it's just something I notice about myself. Let me know if you guys tend to do that as artists. I feel like we always complicate or overcomplicate stuff. But yeah, this is what we ended off with here. And you already know I had to come back outside to show you guys what it was looking like in the sun. I really love how this came out. And I mean, look at it. I love how I was able to give this soft look with the watercolor and then tie it all together with adding the details with that prisma on top. It definitely motivated me to do this in the future. Definitely gonna do some more traditional, some more painting, some more watercolors, some more pencil crayon, all of it. So let me know what you guys think down below, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.